We're talking about the splitter.
Yeah. By the way, people say he's the most talented pitching arm in the world. Some have said better than Ohtani and better than Yamamoto.
It's incredible. I mean, the kid's stuff is filthy. So the splitter specifically, because I think that's his best pitch, right? He's got the plus fastball, but I think the splitter is his best pitch. And I comped it to Kodai Senga's forkball because similar downward trajectory, a little bit of a different pitch. Obviously, the splitter is a little bit of a harder velocity pitch than the forkball is because the forkball obviously is like buried. It's buried deep in your hands. The point of the forkball is to get it buried in between your fingers and to like shoot it, and it creates that downward trajectory. But when you're burying it in the back of your hands like that, your velocity dips. Splitter's a little bit different where you've got it a little bit closer to the forefront of your hands. Velocity can stay up a little bit. Some people like to call it a split finger fastball. You could argue if you want to add the fastball portion to that or not, but he throws it harder than Senga throws his forkball is what I'm trying to say. But here's some of the numbers on Sasaki's splitter over the course of his career. 70.5% ground ball rate on balls in play on the splitter. A 272 opponent OPS. And a 101 batting average.
Damn.
He also gets 50.
Need a cigarette.
He also gets
getting horny in here.
In 2023, he got 51.5% whiff rate on the splitter. In comparison, Kodai Senga in his final year, 2022, his final year in the MPB, 52% on his forkball. This all comes from sportsinfosolutions.com, by the way. Thank you. Shout out to them for providing us these stats.
Damn.
The splitter's filthy.
Yeah.
It's going to be, like we talked last year about Senga's forkball, Duran's splitter, Devin Williams changeup. What are some of the other nasty pitches in the game? Clase's cutter.
Yes.
Like those are the type.
Hopefully Orion's sweeper next year.
It's going to play into those type of conversations when he gets here.
And look, the reality is, I just pulled up the Dodgers depth chart. If he goes there, I mean, you are the Japanese baseball league official team. Your top,
they're nasty.
Your top three is going to be on the mound next year: Shohei Ohtani, Yamamoto, and potentially Sasaki.
Well, and this is a team, by the way, that is going to need starting pitching depth, right? And
then you have Glasnow.
Well, and then I guess maybe they need 5 after that.
I mean, they always get hurt, Dodgers pitchers, so you have to build deep there.
Obviously Walker Buehler is probably going to walk. I don't think they re-sign him. The Clayton Kershaw saga needs to end in LA. It's unceremonious. It's not fair to have him go out like that.
2 rings.
But
see you later.
The Clayton Kershaw saga needs to end. Obviously, they've had a plethora of young pitchers over the last couple of years, but as you've mentioned, it's been injury. Bobby Miller, Emmett Sheehan, Tony Gonsolin, Dustin May. Like, you could rattle off the names that have had injuries.
Even Yamamoto this year.
Right, and significant injuries for this team. So I think that...
And Tyler Glasnow always gets hurt,
sure.
so he's going to be hurt again.
I think it's there's a significant chance he's a Dodger.
Man.
I think it's a more than significant chance. Padres probably put up the best fight. Seattle probably has a chance.
Yes, they have Nintendo ownership as a part of their ownership group, so there is the Japanese connection.
Right, and I think Seattle probably has a chance. Outside of that, I
don't think he's leaving the West Coast.
No one will sign with the Angels. That would be a fool's errand to sign with the Angels. And then after that, you're talking about a homeless team with the A's. Nobody's gonna sign.
Which is the funniest bit if he does it. Just Roki. Come on,
and you can
have
even
a sense of humor. If money's all the same, go pitch a couple years for the A's. They need some help, man.
You push it out a little bit further. He's not going to Colorado. He's not going to Arizona.
No.
You're talking about a handful of teams.